Okay, that's fine. Is it again? Oh, good. Keep on missing it. Okay, let me again, let me open. Okay, so I've opened it before. Okay, so if you can see, I'm just going to use the contents because of our time. So these are basically most of the items we've done so far. Don't worry about the days. So the days is just for my own purpose. So most of this we've done them. The DFF, I think I already did a bit of DFF context. So because of our time, I just couldn't dive much into DFF. But we will work on this action and action reasons and also the lookups. So I will show you guys, and also the person type and also the assignment status before we go to absence. Hopefully, in fingers crossed, I may be able to do this within 10 minutes. Fingers crossed. So that's where we are now. And once, like I said, once we do that, then I will just quickly go straight into absences. Absences wouldn't take time. So I'll just do as just on eye level. So, but it wouldn't take time. Okay, just like I mentioned, we have the lookups to look at the action and action reasons, and also the assignment and person type. Firstly, before I start going into any kind of setup on this, I will show you where they are. So in case you want to do that in the future. So if I go to Oracle, I'm in Oracle at the moment. So let me go to the employee, which we actually set up before. I think it's 121290. So let me go to the employee here. Okay, so this is the employee we created last week. And if I just go to edit and go to correction, so some of you might be wondering, oh, this action, where is it coming from? This action here, or this action reason, where is it coming from? I need to add my own. You can see that a lot of people have actually added a lot of nonsense here. But in all honesty, in a real place of work, you need to use Oracle Standard, which is called hire an employee. You need to use hire an employee. So once you do hire an employee, even if this guy is going to be an intern, you can change it on the category, or which I'm going to show you as well. So most of this, you can see that most of this, nothing is Oracle Standard, except this one. I can see that this is the only Oracle Standard. In most of the time, it's not always ideal to add a new one. It's always good to use Oracle Standard. But if you want to add a new one, that shouldn't be a problem. I can show you where to add it. So that's the first one. So again, if I go back to correction, and if I go to OK, and also you can see here, this one, you can see person type. You can see Oracle Standard here, I believe is, let me see some of the Oracle Standard. Majority Oracle Standard here would be, because, yeah, I think Oracle Standard, employee. Yeah, all employees always the Oracle Standard here. And occasionally you will get some, you can see intern. Occasionally you will see at times job trainer, but I think employee is the main one. And some of this might probably be, we can see there's so many, and it's so difficult for even me to identify which one is the correct one. But I know employee is the correct one, which is from Oracle. So most of the time you don't need to change it, but if you have to change it, that's no problem. You can see that even for me to create this employee, I had to use this one, SGCC. But most of the time it doesn't make any difference. But whatever it defaults to, that's fine. But in your place of work, you will always see employee. And I think you can see some other options as well. But because there's too many of these, I just can't, on top of my head, I don't know which one is correct. But I know employee is correct anyway. So like I said, this is just a test environment, so you will see most of this. And also, I can show you where to add this if you want to. And we have this one as well. You can see worker category. So if you want, you can say, I actually added one, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. If you want to add, these are Oracle Standard. All these are Oracle Standard. Even this technical work code, I don't think this is standard. Somebody added this. So the one I know will be blue collar, civil servant sales. I don't even think sales will be there. I think it's staff and white collar. So most of the time for an employee, it's always staff. civil servant, all these ones, I think some company might use it on different basis. So it might not be. So for yours, you can just add anything you want. So this one as well, I will show you where to add. Most of this will always be lookup. So also assignment category. This is where you have, most of this will be Oracle standard. I think I actually added one. I just say Blue SS Apprentice. So I added one extra here. So if you want, you can just add anything you want. So it gives you the opportunity, regular or temporary. Most of this is always regular or temporary. This is Oracle. You don't need to add anything on this one. So, I mean, to be honest, it's always good to use as close as possible. If Oracle have options that is close to what you need it for, it's always good to have them rather than creating your own. Some people actually like to create their own, or some companies like to create their own, maybe for reporting purposes. But even if you use Oracle, it will still be working anyway. So you can see this one as well, full-time and part-time. Why do you need to add Blue Sky, Citadel full-time? It's not necessary. This is just the option. Even if it's intern, they will be part-time anyway. So that will still be working. So regular or temporary, even if it's intern, temporary will be okay. Or apprentice. So all the options are there. So this one, sorry,
Can I ask, sir? So sorry to interrupt. Just to say, when do we know which one is out of the box, or or the standard?
Yeah, it's even on top of my head now. Most of this I know is these are standard from Oracle. Most of this is a little bit difficult for me to know which one is stand out from people just add their own. Like I said, when you are in a place of work, you will always see standard. You will not see most of this. I mean, for example, you won't see Blue SS Apprentice. You will know that, yeah. So most of this, I believe, majority of them could be actually standard. So
is it when the fields are mandatory?
No, it's not mandatory. Most of this would never be mandatory. They will never be.
If a field is mandatory, would that sort of align with a certain kind of standard?
No, even if it's mandatory, people can still add whatever they want. They can still add whatever, yeah, they can still add whatever they want. But like I said, because this is a test environment, it's a little bit difficult to know. I mean, if I go to worker category, you can see that I added this now. This is not from Oracle. I know civil servant is, staff is, white collar is, technical and social not. Of course, Blue SS intern is not. This sales, I believe, is not. Yeah. So, I mean, bear looking at this, even myself, I don't even know what is standard as well. But on top of my head, I can just guess some which will be standard. For example, working from home, yes or no. You don't need to add your own again. Yes or no. You're working from home, no, or you're working from home, yes. So that's fine. So these are kind of things which you can just add, just play around with anyway. But when you are in a greenfield environment, you will always see standard. You will see junks. So that's the way it is. And if you think, okay, this is what they want, even this are Oracle standard, but this is what the company actually wants, then you can just add your own. So it's as simple as that. Let's just quickly.
But for Oracle, if, for instance, like this assignment field,
yes,
I don't want to have certain categories or fields the way they are they all amendable, or
yes, you can go to the back end and just end dates them. You can just end them. Yeah, it allows you to do that.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, that's okay. So let me quickly, I mean, also this one as well, assignment status. Normally this one is always active payroll eligible. That's Oracle standard. You can see so many things here. I know this is Oracle standard. If I keep on going, I can see that most of these are now the kind of junks. You can see. Let me just have a look. So if I keep resignation might be Oracle. So, but don't worry about, like I said, when you are in a place of work, you would not see majority of this rubbish. But yeah, most of this will be Oracle standard. Suspended and no pay, and also suspended payroll eligible. I'm familiar with this one, so I know these are from Oracle. So, but some of these ones, majority of them are Tata or Toto. You can see a lot of, they're not really correct, but it's fine. But like I mentioned, you might be, just like you mentioned, some company might say, we don't want Oracle standard, we want our own, then just add your own to it as well. So let me start with, let's say assignment status, for example. So for you to do that, so it's always there. Most of these are always in different places. So you just need to, since you're recording this, so you can add, I mean, because you guys are just, I mean, you're doing, this is mainly for the BA, for implementation team, and also for the testing team. Some of this might not probably be applicable to you, but it's okay for you just to know. So once you get to this, into this page, or you log into this page, make sure you come down a little bit, show more. Always make sure you do show more. So let's start with assignment status, for example. Just go to Control F and just type in assignments, which I've already typed in here. So we can just go to assignment status. You can see assignment status, and it's always in the work structure. Even the action reason I mentioned earlier, it's also in the work structure. Let me start with this one first. So if I go here, you can see there's so many here, the good and the bad and the ugly. I know that some of them are Oracle. Let me see. Yeah, let me see the one that I believe is from Oracle. Yeah, there's too many. You can see 117. I mean, Oracle did not even have up to 117 items. So, but what can we do? So everybody's just like you're doing your own, somebody else is doing their own as well. I just want to quickly show you the Oracle. So which one is active payroll eligible? Where is it again? Yeah, active payroll eligible. This is all from Oracle. So if you want to add more, you can just add your own as well. Just click on add. So we can just say blue, which is what I like to use, blue SS. Let me just say blue.
Can I quickly ask a question, sir?
Okay, what's the question?
When we are doing testing, would we have a greenfield environment to work on, or would still be working on this kind of?
No, you will not. You will not have a greenfield. You mean when you're doing your test next week?
Yeah.
No, you will not. Of course, you will not have greenfield environments.
So we would still have all these.
You will still have them. Yeah.
The junk.
Yeah, you will have them.
Okay.
You greenfield. Where are you gonna get that one? You're gonna get all these junk. So just, I mean, I think I sent you some test scripts anyway. So just have a look. This mainly for you to play around with, not for you to start looking for what is good or what is bad or whatever. But the main important thing is just try to, because some of these, to be honest, I don't necessarily need to teach you this one. The main thing that which I need to show you guys is what we've done for the past 1 month or over a little bit over a month, or the legal entity. I'm just showing this to you just for you to know where they are, because it is in the guide. That's why I'm showing it to you. So, like I said, there's nothing I can do. All the junks will be there. I can't remove them. You get what I'm trying to say? So just have a look. Yeah.
Make sure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, because if you check your requirements, you will not see all these assignment status there. They're not there in your requirements. So just for you to play around with. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So Blue Sky, just Blue SS payroll eligible code. You can do the same thing. So I'll just put a normal blue underscore SS. Yes, that's okay. And payroll pay status process. I always put process. Active. It needs to be active. Country. You don't need to put country. Start time. I always like to use 1st of January 1951. End date, I'm not end dating it. Default, I don't want it to default, because most of the time Oracle one should always default. If I put yes, it will default anyway, but I would rather just put no so that it doesn't default. But Oracle standard will always default. Original status, we don't need this one. So I don't even know the option that is there. Yeah, okay. Can you see? It's the original status. Can you see? These are actually the original. But somebody has put Tata here. So I know this is not original. So you can see these are actually the original one. It's only 5. I know they're not that much anyway. So, but just leave this one, and you're just creating yours, and you just click on submit. So remember, we put blue SS payroll. At times it comes in immediately, and at times it takes a bit of time. So let me use the same employee we've been using. So 90. So again, go to edit, correction. Just want to check it just to make sure it's there. At times it takes a bit of time. So if I go to, I think it's, let me go down here. Is here? So let me see. We'll put blue. Oh, yeah, it's there. Okay, you can see blue SS payroll eligible. So if I want, I can just click it and just save. But Oracle Standard is what I just prefer. I don't like using this. So you can see it's there already. So it comes in immediately. At times it doesn't come. It can take a bit of time, maybe 5 minutes or so. So, but occasionally it just comes immediately. So I'm not going to save this. So I'm just going to leave it. Okay. So the next one I'll just quickly want us to check is this one's, the worker category. Let me see if I can do this. I just want us to do worker category, anything that is here. Let's see whatever we can add. So we have worker category, assignment category, regular. I'm not going to do all this because these are just Oracle Standard. Just don't do anything on this. And also this one, this is fine. So yeah, but I'll just show you where they are. Most of these are lookups. So we can just quickly go to lookup. I'm very mindful of the time. So now for you to do the lookup is not on this page. The lookup will always be where we went for our implementation. So remember, you go to this name, you go to setup and maintenance, and you go here. Remember, this is where we always pick up our tags. You know, remember this, manage implementation project, but you're not going to go here. You just click on search. And here on this search, just type in lookup. It doesn't have to be a capital letter. It could be lowercase. So lookup. Okay. So this is lookup. So when lookup comes up, this is all the lookups that we have. What you need is the first one that comes in, which is application common lookup. Just click on application common lookup. So it takes you to this page again and go to the last. Always pick up the first one. When it takes you to this page, pick up the last one, manage common lookup. And when you get here, it gives you this 4 fields. So what you just need is just the first one. So remember we have, I said, worker category. So if we have worker, so most of these always have they always have a kind of lookup code or lookup type. So what we just need to do is just to type in the first one. The first one is, I just want to, because most of these are, I just have to check it out. So yeah, okay, yeah. So the first one is just to type in employee. So let me just put a lowercase, so the capital employee underscore cats. It will come with 2, and I will show you. Actually, 1 minute. Okay, I think it's on the underscore cats. So you can see, or I can do this. Normally it will come with 2. So if I do emp underscore cats, then it's come with 2. You can see. Oh, the second one did. Okay, this is our assignment category. I think the other one is just employee underscore cats. So I'm still going to go to that one as well. You can see employee underscore cat G. So which is worker category. So when you get to worker category, on the worker category, these are all the options that we have. So what you just need to do, just add your own, and it doesn't make it to always come up. So some are using lookup code, while some will just use some names. I think I did one. Sure, I think, yeah, you can see I did one. This is the one I did, I think, yesterday. Blue SS intern. So now, if you don't put any tag is always, where do you want this to be visible? For example, if your company operates in 5 countries and you want intern to only show in UK, you just put here, just say plus GB, and sorry, capital letter, plus GB. So that means if you operate in India, they will not see what you just set up. If you operate in Australia, they will see it because this is only for GB. It will only show in UK, and that's all. And if it's only, if you want it to be for US, just put US. UK will never be able to see it. Australia will never be able to see it. But if you want it to be visible everywhere, just leave it blank, and that's it. So everywhere within your own projects or enterprise, they will all see it. So that even not only yours, for example, because I make it plain, everybody, including everybody on the system who are using the system, they will be able to see it because I'm not limiting it. So that's what it means. So what you just need to do, similar to what I did here, you just click on plus. When you click on plus, just type in your lookup code. Rather than using a number, it's always good to use a code. So you use a code. This will be automated. You don't need to put anything here. If you want, you can put the same thing as well. Maybe starting from, I think this is 2001 or so. You can use the same start date and end date. If you want, it doesn't make any difference because this is like, this is next 400 years anyway. So this is 4712. So you don't even need to do anything. So why not just leave it blank? So the meaning, because the meaning is the one that you'll be able to see on the system. So just put the meaning there. Description, you don't need to do anything. So just leave it that way. So, and here you want it to be visible everywhere. Then once you do that, just click on save and close. We can do one actually. So even though I've done one already. So yeah, I can just put blue underscore, let me just put SS. So here I can just put blue, just for easy identification. That's why I always like to use blue. So blue SS apprentice, yeah. So description, I don't need it. Tag, I don't need, because you guys have only one legal entity, which is only in UK. So this is fine. I don't need, just make it open to everybody. So, and that's it. And once you do this, so as is blue SS apprentice, then I will just do save and close. So once I do save and close, it takes me back here again. So I can, if I want to quickly, because there's one I want us to quickly do. So again, I just want to quickly do one, emp underscore cards. So this is assignment category. And if I go to my, so this is, which is this one? It says full-time, regular. If there's so many assignment category, you can just add yours if you want to. So, and you can see whatever is here now. You can see all this lookup code as well. You can see, I think yesterday I did one. I call it just SS apprentice. So, like I said, you can add as much as possible. You can see casual here. You can see apprentice and training. I think we mentioned this, I think debut on Tuesday. There's so many options, which you don't necessarily need to create a new one because some of them might be applicable to you. So if you reckon one is not applicable to you, you can just create a new one anyway. So you can see some of these, I can see that majority of them are actually Oracle standard from Oracle. So anything that says Aura is always Oracle. Aura is always Oracle, probationary. So most of these, you can use them if it's good for you. If it's not, you can just create your own. So it's as simple as that. And some also use order as well. So let's create one. So I don't even know what name to call it. Let me check. Yeah. So just create plus. So when you create plus, I think it might be showing somewhere down here. Or did I click on plus? Oh yeah, it's there. Okay. So blue. So let me use blue again underscore. Let me just do SSS. And this one I can just put blue. It says, what do I want to call this one now? It doesn't matter. Let me call it casual. or trainee. Yeah, let me call it trainee. Trainee. Then I'll just, so I don't need to do all this because it's only operating in the UK. So I just leave it open. If, like I said, if it's only limited to UK and I don't want it to be visible in other countries, then I just put plus GB, not plus UK, plus GB. So they don't always use the code UK. So then click on save and close. So I'm done with this one. There's one more which we can just quick before I leave on this one. So then let me just check. We can just do paid, so hourly paid and salary. Hourly paid and salary. Now I know, like I said, most of these are not in the guide. I'm just showing this to you guys just for you to have a look. So for you to be able to do hourly pay, so just type in hourly. Sorry, again, I'll let you use hourly underscore salary. That should be fine. I think there should be very few. Can you see hourly or salaried? So, oh, I didn't even remember. I actually created one yesterday. So can you see? So once you click on plus, you can just put whatever you want. But these are Oracle standard, hourly or salary. Somebody will pay hourly. Somebody will be paid based on salary, which is on a monthly basis. I don't think there will be any more option or any further option on this. Now, the company might have more options. It doesn't make any difference. You can just add it. But you can see, if you notice, I can't even disable it. But these are Oracle standard, H and S, and that's it. But people can create whatever they want. And you can see that many people didn't even do this because, I mean, anywhere you go globally, it's always hourly or salaried anyway. So that's why. So don't let me bother to create more because I've already created one yesterday. So let's just check these three so that we can quickly go to absence. Oh my God, time is gone. Okay, so I'll need to go back to that employee again. 121290. And again, I go to edit. To be honest, there's so many lookups, but because of our time, I may not need to go into every single one of them. But I just want you guys to be aware how it's actually worked. So remember, we did worker category. So you can see SS apprentice. This is the one we just created now. So it's there already. But like I said, majority of the standard might be suitable for you. But if not, you can just create your own. Now, I'm just putting blue SS apprentice or blue SS intern. You don't need to put all this one. It's just for me to be able to identify what I've done. That's why I just did it. Normally in the normal place of work, you don't need to be putting their name and whatever they want. You can just do it direct. I mean, just add it direct. For example, I know that somebody added this one. They didn't even put their prefix. So you can just put whatever, I mean, you don't need to do it, just put apprentice and intern. That should work. The next one we did was, I think we did assignment category. So you can see, I think I did training here. Blue SS training, so it's there already. So that's the way it works. Like I mentioned as well, for the worker category, you don't need to put blue SS. So it's as simple as that. And I think we did hourly. I think I did that one yesterday. So you can see that it's there as well. So blue SS salaried. But like I mentioned, always use Oracle standard. For example, in my own place of work, we're always using standard. We don't need to create a new one. So that's it. So any question before I quickly go into absence? Actually, absence wouldn't take time. Do you all understand me? Like I said, there's so many lookups you can create. Many of these are actually lookups, many of these, apart from what we did for the position or whatever. So, but many of these are actually lookup, but just want to show you one or two, and that's all. So, or three, which is what I've showed to you now. And also we did the assignments, we did the assignment status as well. So just a minimal one. I mean, just for you to be, to familiarize yourself with it. So is that okay? Are you all happy with it? Any question?
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. Okay, because of our time, I'll just quickly go to absences. So if I go to this employee, you will know normally for absences, when you log in for the employee, and you go to, you see here, absences, absence records. So you click on absence records. You can see that he hasn't got any absence at all, nothing. So for you to create an absence for your company, normally you need to create an absence for your company, not for the employee. So for you to do that, so I'll just go out again. So when you log in, you go to my client group. When you go to my client group, you go to absences here, this one. And when you click on that link, you will see most of these are related to absences. Virtually everything relates to absences. So what I will just quickly do, we want to create, now I know you guys have the requirements. I believe in your requirement when Uzo showed us over a month ago. I believe you need an annual leave, you need a sick leave, and also you need maternity. But we might not be able to go to maternity because of our time. Let's do the major one, which is annual leave, sick leave, and maybe we can probably do purchase leave. So let's quickly do that. So for you to be able to set up a plan, or you go to absence plan. But before we do that, it's always good to set up an eligibility. That means this plan that we are setting up, an intern will not be eligible for an annual leave, and a trainee will not be eligible for what's called for a sick leave. So you need to really specify that what we're setting up is only for employee, and that's the way it works anyway. Most of the employee have more privilege, more than an intern or a contingent or a contractor or an intern. Most of this intern or blah blah blah, most of them don't have annual leave. I believe maybe in UK, maybe they started having annual leave, but most of the places I work, they don't give them any annual leave. I'm a contractor as well. I'm not eligible for anything. So let me use myself as a sample. In your place of work, they might be, but let's presume they are not. So when you set up eligibility for your annual leave for sick leave, it's mainly for the employee. Let's make it as simple as possible. So eligibility, because if you don't do that, when you create an intern, they will automatically get an annual leave. They automatically get a sick leave, and they're not eligible, they're not entitled to have it. So, but when you create an eligibility, it kind of put a validation so that it will only be limited to an employee. That's why we have eligibility. So I'm just going to quickly click on this. So eligibility, it takes you to this page. So just click on create. There's so many options, so many. I mean, there's too many of them, but let's make it much more easier for ourselves. So I'm just going to come here, name, just put blue, again, blue SS, say annual leave, eligibility profile. So I'm just going to put, actually, let me type it, eligibility profile. So this is for annual leave. And this one, you can see that it comes by default, or this one comes by default, just leave it that way. When it comes to profile usable, or usage, always clicking global. So this is the one we always use. And most of these options are Oracle standard. No, I don't think anybody would have added anything here. So always pick up global. Benefits is a benefits module. So don't select that one. So what you need is just a global, and that's all. So now when you get here, you can see there's so many eligibility, which you can use. But all these ones are not applicable to us. We don't need them. So we can just leave that one. Employment is what we actually need. So it said assignment status. Now, assignment status, remember, is active. I said, just if I go here, remember we said active payroll eligible. That's Oracle standard. So I always use that one. So if I go here, just click on number one. There, when you come here, you see it. You can see so many, which I showed you before. You see so many, and I think you even see blue SS as well. You can see blue SS payroll eligible, but I'm not going to use this one. So I need Oracle standard, which will be active payroll eligible. Active payroll eligible. So just select that one. So because this is what you will see in your place of work. Now start dates will default to 1951, and also end date you can see 47/1/12. Just leave those ones as well. So now this is eligible, because normally when you create an intern, or when you create an apprentice, they will not be active payroll because you're not going to pay them. They're not going to be active. So they will be active, no payroll. And I think there should be active, no payroll somewhere here, if I'm right. There should be somewhere, I don't know. Oh God, maybe they've removed this. There should be active, no payroll. Oh, I can't see it. Normally, there's always Oracle standard, which is active, no payroll, but I can't find it. So if it's not here, that's not a big deal. So now what we just need is active payroll eligible. So let me select that again. So active, where is it again? Yeah, active. Yeah, okay, this is what I need. So that's number one, eligibility. The second eligibility, so that means this will only be for employee because all the employee will be active payroll because you have to pay them. Some of the interns or you don't at times you don't pay them. Contractors, you don't pay them. So they don't go through your payroll. So you might have another means of paying them. It might not be through your payroll. So that's for this one. Like I said, every company differs. At times they pay some intern, but let's presume they don't pay them. So active no payroll is only for employees. So again, as within hourly, you can see hourly here as well. So if I want to say this will only be for salaried employee, then I'll come here. Again, I'll go to number one and I will say, I want this to be for salaried. So that means it will be only for employee. Now, there's some employee who are hourly as well, I believe, or if it's intern, most of them could be hourly as well. Because at times you might create some annual leave maybe for interns as well, if that's a requirement for the company. Maybe they're only entitled to 5 days for the whole year, not necessarily 25 days similar to employee. Then you can come here and just use hourly for them. But if they're employee, just use salary. I'm just going to click on salary. So again, so assignment category. This assignment category is where, again, you just click on number one here for sequence. So you can see this is the one we created. So you can say this will be for employees. I'm sure if yeah. Oh, sorry. This is a category actually. So category, this is category. No, this is category. There's one for which will be, I'm not sure where that one is. So status. No, we done status already. So hourly job. Let me see. Assignment status, payroll grade. Okay, yeah. Actually, we can use this one as well if we want it to be full-time. So we can come here and just say this needs to be for full-time. So let me now use, yeah, full-time regular. I know that's Oracle standard, full-time regular. So we can click on full-time regular here. So hold on, I just want to quickly check something. Actually, I can save it. Save, but I'm not going to save and close yet. So I just want to see what I was selected from. Yeah, oh, active, this one. There's something which is employee. Sure where it is. It might be here. A person type. Oh, it's person type. So if I click on one, and there should be employee somewhere here. You can see, yes, employee. So now let me now look for the correct one. Okay, employee, I think it's employee. It's always this one. So that's Oracle standard. You can see a lot of people have created so many. So, but they will always be employee. So I'm just trying to check other ones here as well. There's so many. So yeah, so let's select employee. Or alternative, let's just leave it as active assignment. So we don't need this one. So let me just, that's fine. So if I go again to no, I don't need this one. Let me just say delete. Okay, yes. So let me go to employment. Now, for example, if you have added your eligibility and you don't want this active payroll anymore, you can just come here, just do exclude. Then it will no longer recognize this validation. So, but for now, let's just leave it the way it is. So then I will just quickly do. Now we finish this one. I'm just going to click on save and close. But this is very important. Let me just quick create one for sick leave as well. So let's do one for sick leave. So blue SS leave eligibility profile. So benefits, just say global. Again, let's make this as simple as possible because of our time. So I'm in employment, so I'm just going to click on number 1 here and just say only for active payroll eligible. That should be fine for this one. So then I'll click on save and close. Okay, so once you do that, now you now need to create the plan, which is the annual leave and also the sick leave. You now come to remember what you did before was eligibility profile, which is this one. You now need to create a plan. Just go to absence plan. So when it comes to absence plan, you click on create. You're creating a new one. Again, 1st of January 1951. Legislation will always be United Kingdom because you're doing United Kingdom. Plan type, leave it to accrue because you want it to accrue. So for example, if it's 25 days every year, you want it to accrue every month, which is if it's 25, that'll be 2.8 if I'm right every month, if my math is right. Then you want it to accrue every single month. So that's the way it works. So then just click on accrue. So just say yes. And when you get here, so we can just click blue SS if. Okay. You want it to be days because it's 25 days a year, not hours. So just click on days. Legislative data group, make sure it's always GB. Status, because you want it to be active now, so just click on active. You don't need anything here at the moment. So calendar or anniversary, there's only 2 options, anniversary or calendar. Calendar means it's going to start from January, depending on when you want it to start. Let's say January to December, that's calendar, or February till January next year, or maybe March till February next year. Everybody have different calendars. But in UK, most of the time it's always 1st of January to the end of the year. So an anniversary means that when an employee, for example, there's employee A and there's employee B. One starts on the 1st of January, one starts on the 1st of March. So that means whoever starts on the 1st of January, the 25 days will end at the 31st of December. Whoever starts on the 1st of January, that means their higher date is 1st of March. The last 25 days which they will get will finish on the 28th or 29th of February. That's what is meant by anniversary. That means it's based on their higher dates. But calendar is what everybody always use. But I've seen, in my place of work as well, we use calendar, sorry, anniversary as well. But this is a common one, so let's just use calendar. And when you do calendar, you always have to come here and just put 1st of January 51. Let it just be start. You can see it says start month. 01 means January. Start day, 1st of January. So that's what it means. So if, for example, if I come here and I put 01/04/1951, you can see start date, April. Start month, April. Start days, 1st. Everything always has to start from the 1st of the month. So depending on what I want. So, but I want this to be 1st of January. So I'm just going to put 01 there. So and this one change to January. So anything down here, just ignore. If we're doing employee self-service, this is really required. It says balance display. So that means balance will display for the employee and balance will display for the manager. But we're not doing employee self-service for now because of our time. So the next tab will be participants. Because we're doing annual leave, so all this information says as of events, just leave this ones. It comes by default. Now, eligibility, that's the eligibility we created. So go to select and add, sequence, make it 1, and look for what you created. Now, normally I should have actually checked for it, but I would rather just be looking for it from here because it's blue. So I'll just look for anything blue. Okay, so my blue should be somewhere here now. Yeah, you can see blue SS annual leave eligibility profile. So just select and click on save. Don't click on required because yeah, it messes up the system if you start clicking on required. You always leave it open and just say save and close. You can see it comes up here at 1951. So the next one will now be accrual. So I will be very fast with these ones. Now, the first one says accrual method incremental. That means every single month. Now, this incremental actually means that, for example, if you have 25 days in a year, so every single month, so let's say 2.8, so sorry, 2.08 in January, 2.08 in February, it keep on increasing. It keep on increasing. So that's what it means. So then eventually it now 25 days, but I'll show you how it looks like. So the other options that we have, it says front loaded. Now, front loaded means that 1st of January, you just get your 25 at the 1st of January. You get your 25 days. Even if you start 1st of January, you still get your 25 days 1st of January. So that's what it means. But it's not really common. People always use incremental. Well, I mean, if you have 25 days and in January, if it's front loaded and you leave the place of work maybe around June, you can tell them that, give me I want whatever is left as monetary, but you're not really entitled to, because you have not even done the whole year, but you got your 25 days in advance. So it's not really commonly used. So people always use incrementals, which is better. So let's use incremental. Accrual, start of repeating period. So always use start of repeating period. So I'm just going to use that one. So proration. So, sorry, accrual prorate. FTE, none or formula. FTE means, for example, if somebody is full-time, they're entitled to 25 days. If somebody is on 0.5, so that means they're entitled to half of that 25 days. If somebody on 0.7 something, they will only be entitled based on their FTE. They will not be entitled to somebody who's got an FTE 1. Remember, we mentioned this last week. So if somebody's got FTE 1, they will have that whole 25 days. If somebody has got less, they will have their entitlement based on their FTE. So if you have time, we can go through that one as well. But I'm just going to say proration will be based on FTE. So that's what it means. And also this one, rounding, just say no rounding or whatever. This one doesn't matter. This one always put repeating period. And when you do repeating period, that means you want there's a program called update enrollment. You want it to run every month. So that's why you pick up monthly accrual processing period. Do you always use this? Some of these, they're Oracle standard, and I can see that majority of them, for example, bi-weekly, this is using, I think in US. In US is bi-weekly. Weekly is always used in Canada. So most of these are actually Oracle standard, but in UK, we always use monthly. So I'm just going to pick up monthly. So when you come here, now no limits. No limits means when you have 25 days and you do not use it, that means next year, your 25 days will meet you there. So that means you will get a new 25 days and you will see another 25 days. So you carry over 25, you have a new one, making 50 days. So that's why it says no limits. You can carry everything over. If you want a limit, you just say flat amount and you click on 0. If you do this, if you don't use your 25 days this year, you will not see 20, you just forfeit. You won't see your 25 days at all. So let me say we want to carry over. So let me say no limits. So no limits for now. And this is the last one. So you now come to create. So this is where you now just put your 25 days. So sequence. You go to expression builder. Always do 1 is equal to 1. And you do save and, just click on OK. You can see 1 is equal to 1. And here, because it's 25 days, we can just divide 25. I just want to make sure I'm correct. I think 25 divided by 12 is 25 divided by 12 is 2. Just put 2.08. So that's what in the accrual rate formula. This is a fast formula. So at times you can create a fast formula and you can put this 2.08 in the fast formula. but we don't want to do fast formula for now. So 2.08, and that's it. So yeah, I mean, the next one, once you do this, once you get to this tab, is to come here. And the only thing you need to do here is to come to enable adjustment. This is where if you want to make an adjustment, for example, if somebody is entitled to 25 days, but let's presume that the executive, they're entitled to 27 days. So you can come here. I mean, when I show it to you, if the executive have 25 days, you can just make an adjustment of 2 days. So it will need a reason why you are adjusting it. So this is what the reason you need. So it could be a clerical error, or compensatory, or special absence. So for the sample I just mentioned, it will be special absence for an executive. So just enable it, and that's all you just need to do. And once you're done, just click on save and close. Okay, so before I do the sick leave, should I do the sick leave now? Okay, let's try the sick leave very quickly. It wouldn't take time. I'm almost, oh my God, I'm 3 minutes over. Okay, I'm almost done. So 1, 2, 1, so just do a new one. So again, we want United Kingdom. For sick leave, there's some companies, they don't give sick leave at all. There's some companies, they give sick leave. It could be 5 days. You are only entitled to 5 days a year. I think in the Middle East, they're entitled to some countries, maybe 10 days or so, or probably more than that. So let's presume they're entitled to, for your company, they're entitled to 5 days. After 5 days, then it's going to be a problem for them. So again, it's going to be accrual. So I'm just going to say continue. So this one will also be blue. It says sick leave, sick leave, that's fine. And again, it's going to be days, legislative, GB, active. So again, we want it to be calendar, 1st of January, 51. Always display, if we're using ESS, but we're not using it. Again, participants, select. Remember, we have eligibility. So just click on 1 and look for that eligibility. I'll just make it very quick. I don't know why it's always doing that. So if I'm just looking for blue. Yes, that's better. Yeah, blue sick leave, eligibility, then save and close. Then again, just click on accruals. So again, we'll do the same thing. It's going to be incremental, or we don't want it to be front loaded. You can give somebody a sick 5 days in advance. So incremental. So just leave this one to start repeating period. Again, FTE or none. I'll just, because you don't need to prorate it. Or actually, you might prorate because some people might be working 0.5. That means they're not entitled to 5 days for the whole year. So rounding, frequency, just simple repeating period, and select monthly. Monthly. So again, this one, we don't want it to carry over. You can't carry over sick leave. So if you're entitled to 5 days, you do not use it, you don't carry over. That's always the standard. But it differs from company. Majority of our seen for sick leave, they don't carry over. You just forfeit it. It's as simple as that. So you just click on flat amounts and you say 0. So here you come to accrual, so create. Sequence 1. You come to expression builder, you click on that link. 1 is equal to 1. You do save and close. So just click on OK. So this one, because they're entitled to 5 days in the whole year, let me see how to divide that one. So 5 divided by 12. Oh my God. Okay. 0.42. Let's just do it that way. That's fine. Then again, you come to the next tab and you do the same thing as well. So you just enabled just 3. Somebody must have done this. I've never seen this one before. So let me just do this one. So once you're happy with it, just do save and close. So that means we're done with these two. Again, so once you've done that, there's one more thing you need to quickly do. It wouldn't take time. There's something called absences, because remember, you have the annual leave. Once you have the annual leave, you need to use the annual leave. So for you to be able to enter your annual leave, you need to do it from here, absence type. So I'm just going to quickly click on absence type. So create, again, 1st of January 1951, United Kingdom. Always leave it to generic. So I'm just going to put blue says annual leave type. Well, this is a type. So you don't need anything here. Unit of, this is called unit of measure, is in days. So we'll always be using days. Status, always make sure it's active. Everything here, just leave it the way it is. So just leave it for now. I could have explained each one of them, but because of our time, most of them are not really necessary. So I will explain maybe later. So plan, reason. Oh, sorry. Stage data group needs to be GB. Plans and reasons. So this is where you now attach your plan to your absence type. So we created the absence type now. You just need to add the plan, which we just created earlier. So you come here, just say, select and add plan. So this is where you need your, if you click on blue, and if it doesn't come up, just look for it again. So many. So just click on search. So I'm doing the annual leave first. So just click on blue, search. Oh, sorry. My laptop is about to die. Just give me 1 minute, please. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so just click on blue. So we need blue SS annual leave. So I'm just going to click on that one. So that's our plan, which is linked to annual leave absence type. So I will show you how to do it. Then click on priority 1. Active, the default to active, so just leave it that way. Now this is annual leave. You come to reason. We haven't created reason, but we can select any reason anyway. So reason, family vacation, or it could be anything. So default, always no, and that one no, and just click on OK. So we're done with annual leave now. Just click save and close. Let's quickly do that for sick leave as well. So again, you go to 1st of January 1951. So this is United Kingdom. Generic again. So just put blue SS sick leave. Okay, so sick leave type. And again, unit of measure is days, pending. You need active, sorry, active. You don't need anything here. You don't need anything anymore on this page. So the next one is just to add the plan. Oh, sorry, I always forget this one. That's our legislative data group. Plan and reason. Select and add. So again, just look for your blue sky or blue essence. So blue essence. You click on sick. Priority 1. Active is there, so just that one. Now let's see if we can get a reason for sick leave. I'm not sure if there's one. We couldn't create one. Oh no, there's nothing. Oh, family emergency, that's fine. Let's use that one. Okay. I will show you how to, if we have time, I will show you how to add the absence reasons. So then we're done. So just click on save and close. So when you click on save and close, let's now check and make sure that whatever we've created is coming up. So again, let me go to that for that employee. I think it's 121290. Just click on search. Smith. Now you can either come here or you drag your cursor here. You can see action, and absences and absence record. Or you can go to where I told you. So if you can't remember this one, again, go to where we normally go. Just go on Smith, which is the link. And you come here on this tax here, tax. And absence record. It's the same thing. So this is where you just need to add. So once you come here, go to enrollment and adjustments. So enrollment and so it says add enrollment. And here you can see what we created. Blue SS annual leave, blue SS sick leave. So just add this. He said, when do you want this to start? Oh, I'm not sure when this guy started. I think it was on the 11th of March 24. I believe so. I can't remember now. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I've added annual leave to this guy. Again, I need to add sick leave as well. So just go there. So sick leave. When do you want it to start? 11 March 24. So you can see that here. But if you notice, there's no balance. So that means it's like I haven't done, I mean, they don't have a balance at the moment. Normally the balances will be here and the effective date will be here. For you to be able to do that, so you just come here again. You come here again and you go to across. We can run it for all. Either you run it for all or you run it for selected. Selected is if I only want to do it for one. But let me run it for all. So I'm just going to click on all and put maybe today is 15. Let me just put 15/3/24. Just type in this. You can see. So that means in this March, this guy is entitled to 2.08. In this February, sorry, in this March, is also entitled to 0.42. Now, if, like I mentioned to you, because this guy only started in March, this has been prorated. He cannot add 25. So you can see that in January and February, he cannot add 2.08. So if I go to the end of the year, for me to be able to see what is actually entitled to, I'll just click on this link, then change this to December, which is end of the year, and click on this. So you can see that it's only entitled to 20.08. If I put if it started in 1st of January, this would have been 25 days. But because it only started in March, it's lost January and February. It only started in March, so it's now 20.08. So the system does a calculation for you. And the same thing for this guy as well. It's not going to be entitled to the whole 5 days. It will only be entitled to maybe 3 days or something like that. So if I go here and I click on, just change this to 12, you can see 4.2. So it's not entitled to the whole 5 days. So that's the way it works. Now, if you notice, I only did this manually. So because I did it manually, if I create a new employee, and the new employee is under Blue Sky Citadel, Legislative Data Group, that means automatically, this guy will automatically have this immediately. We just have this. I think that there's one thing I just completely forgot now, so it's my fault. So this is the way this works, but please forgive me. I need to quickly do something. There's something I forgot, which because I was in a hurry, I need to go back to the plan. I just want to add legislative data group to it, so it will be much more easier. So that means it's only entitled. So if I go to eligibility, and I put blue, so it doesn't matter which one comes up. So annual leave. So I just wanted to add one thing. So you can see, we remember we did active payroll. I forgot this. So if I go to legal entity, loss, again, sequence, I can just add our own legal entity. It will be much more better so that it will not be applicable to whoever has done all this junk legal entity. So you can see this is our own. Don't use Blue Sky Citadel, just that I mentioned on Tuesday. Let's use Blue SS legal entity. So that one, then save. It just makes it much more easier. So when you create a new employee and they are under Blue SS legal entity, they will automatically be eligible. I mean employee, not an intern. So again, for the sick leave, so I need to add that one as well. So just click on plus one, and I will look for our Blue Sky. Search, SS, and save. and save and close. Okay, like I said, we've almost come to the end, but just one or two things I wanted to, if you can spare me like 10 minutes, there's something I just want to quickly show you. So that this is just for loading, because I know some of you were asking about how do we do the HDL load. I will quickly show you now. So again, if I go to this employee, and also I want to show you the type as well. So if I go to absence record, so you can see it's got two days there, sorry, 2.08. And so let's presume this guy started on the 11th, and I want to take maybe 1 hour, sorry, 1 day off, let's say on the 13th. So you can come here. So you can see it's only, you can only see 2.08, but you want to take just 1 day off. So you can come here, go to existing. Oh, what's this? Oh, somebody has blocked it. Oh my God. Somebody has blocked it. Aha. I didn't see that at all. Okay. You can see question mark here and question mark here. So our absence tab is actually here. Let me see if I can see it. No, it's not here. It might be here. So just give me a sec. Okay. So it's my fault. I'm looking at the wrong place. Okay. So you come to existing absences and you click on add. And when you click on add, where is, okay. It's something I need to quickly do. So if I go to, sorry, it's one thing I need to show. There's so much to be done, but I'll quickly go here. Let me see if we can just quickly do that. Go back to absence type. Again, I'll click on blue. Let me do annual leave. And I'll click on edit, correct. Then I go to display features. Edit, correct. So I need to do something here, which is display projected insufficient balances. Okay, so there's something I need to check for us to be able to add. Which one is it again? Admin not. Okay, let me just enable this. So this is administrative. So just click on enable here. This one, just click on enable. I'm just going to enable everything and just make sure I'm able to display comment attachments, display. This is going. Let me just click this one as well. Okay, usages. Occurrence, enable, start dates, enable. This is enabled already. The last one, enabled. There's something here which is a little bit fishy. Over. Okay, qualification. Okay. Display and edit. Okay, that's fine. Let me try this. I think there's something that is stopping me from seeing the one. So I just wanted to display. There's something that should have been somewhere here. Let me see if it's here. No, I can't find it. Okay, let me try this one and hopefully it will allow me to see. Save and close. Then I go to the same employee again. Okay, 121290, then search. Let me go from here. So view. Oh, it's still not showing. Yeah, there's something that needs to be enabled, but I couldn't find it where I went to. Okay, let me look into this. I will get back to you. So there's something that is not allowing us to see our own absence type. So, but I will look into it and I will get back to you guys. I just couldn't find it now. So, okay, that's for that one. So this is where, for example, if you want to book an absence, let me use this anyone here as a sample. I'm not sure if they've done it properly. So it should open for me. Yeah, okay. This is the way it's going to look like. So start dates, you can just click on, let's say the guy is going to take some time off. There are two ways to do this. So can you see it shows this time, which is 9 to 7. But I'm not sure how this guy actually did his own. So if I can either use this single day. If I use a single day, normally if you use a single day, it should just show just a 1 day, which is fine. Or you can see the duration, it says 1 day. So once you click on 1 day, normally this one doesn't have an absence reason. So you can see it doesn't have an absence reason. So once you're done with this, what you just need to do, just click on submit. This 1 day will not be deducted from your absence. You can see that it's got 2.08. The moment you click on 1 day and you submit, you will now see 1.08. So that's what it means. But for our own, I will see why we couldn't find our own, because I couldn't see what we need to enable for it to come up here. So, but I will check it anyway and come back to you guys. I can do it once we finish this meeting and I will send it to you. Okay, so now the last thing that I need to quickly show you guys is this. Let me go out. You can see that I'm actually trying to rush. I think there's one I mentioned, adjustments. For example, if I want to adjust this, I can come here. You come to adjust balance. Reason, remember the reasons are selected. You can see these are the reasons are selected. Let's say special, compensatory. I can just put 10 hours, or sorry, 10 days. It says from what date? I can say from the 11th of 3/24. You can see that 10 days is added up to that 2.08. So that's the way to do adjustments. Now, the next one, which I will quickly do, it wouldn't take me time. And hopefully I may be able to do it very quickly. Yeah, I think I should. Now, so this is the way for this guy. So I want to do something very quickly. I want to delete. So before I delete, let me just go. I need this one. So I need this name, actually. Oh God. Blue SS. Okay. So I'm going to delete. Now, somebody asked me, I think when we first started, I said, how do you use the HDL? So I want to quickly show you guys and we'll round up. So I'm going to delete this as well. So let's presume this guy hasn't got anything at all. So, and what I would do, I'll send it to you already. So this is for enrollment and this is for adjustment. So enrollment, so what I just need to do is to know the employee name. So employee number, I think our employee number is 12121290. Now, once you do the employee number, the work time is always like an assignment number. The only thing you need to is the same number, but you just need to add ET in front, and that's all. So I'm just going to click on this number and add ET. So yeah, that's fine. Now the next thing, so we don't need all this. Because we're doing only one employee. So the next one is, it says, what is the plan name? The plan name will be Blue SS Annual Leave. I think that's a plan name. Let me just make sure I confirm that properly. So add Blue SS Annual Leave. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm right. So the next one is Blue SS Sick Leave. So now it says when is going to be the start date? When it's going to start? So it's 2024. I'm just going to click on 03. And this one will also be 11. So you can see it gave me Africana, and that's what I want. Okay, so let me do the sick leave as well. So again, just click on, just copy this. So copy and put it there. Okay. So this one, I need the same number. Just make sure this is correct. This is correct. Okay. I need the same number. So this is also blue SS sick leave. Okay. I think I'm correct. Just want to be 100% sure. Blue and sick leave. Yeah, good. And I'll go back here again. Just click on YY. So I'm just going to do this and the same number. This is all I need just to do an enrollment. I'm enrolling this employee into the plan. So that means if it's not auto enrolled, then you can either manually do it or you can use an HDL load. So you can see that I've deleted what I manually did and I want to auto enroll. So what you just need to do, just click on, just copy the whole lots. I just want to make sure something is correct here. So just copy, and you will now need, there's something called Notepad++. So if you don't have it, you can just download it. So it's free for download. So you copy and you put it here. So you can see that there's some spaces here. All the spaces, you need to make sure that they come together. Just do Control H. Make sure if you Control H, on the replacements weights, make sure it's you call it a pipe. Make sure it's a pipe and say replace all. You can see everything come together. That's all you just need to do. Just click on file, save as, and you need this code. There's a code here, this one. So copy, I'm just going to copy this and I'll put it here. This save as, always make sure it's all file, which is the first one. Oh, sorry, all types. So once I put it there, then I'll put it on my, what should I? Let me save it on, sorry. Where's Blue Sky Citadel? Okay, yes, I think it's somewhere here. Yeah, Blue Sky Citadel training. So I'm just going to save it here. So once you save it, I think it should be on this file. So it should be down. Yeah, you can, this is it. So once you have it, just right click and send to. Make sure you compress. You can see it came like this, compress. So this one I can just rename it to, let me rename it to Blue. That'll be fine. Then we can now load it. So I'll go back to Oracle, which is the Oracle test environment. Oh, come on. So let me click cancel. Okay, so then you go back again as if you're trying to log in. And you will come here. So again, it's still going to be my client group. And you come down here, you see what is called data. Data exchange. I thought they've removed it. Data exchange. And you come down a little bit and say import and load data. Wow, a lot of people have done so many. So once you come here, click on imports file. Choose a file so that we can now go pick up that file. I think I'll put it on the, oh God, where is it again? Under Blue Sky Citadel. So it should be down here. Is it? Down, Blue Sky. Open. Then submit. Okay, just click on OK. So once you do that, you can see that I couldn't see it. Just do refresh. So it should come up some one way or the other. You can see Blue Sky there. So just keep on doing refresh. Refresh. Okay. Refresh again. Refresh again. I just pray it doesn't fail. Refresh again. Refresh. Keep on refreshing. Oh, it fails. One failed. Which one failed? Okay, one went through, one failed. Let me see what happened. There might be one. You can't create an enrollment for an inactive absence plan. Which one is that? So let's see. I know it looks like one went through, but the other one didn't go through. So let me see what happened. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 9 0. Annual, yeah. I knew there's something wrong with the sick leave. So you can see this one went through, but the sick leave didn't go through. So it's saying inactive. I don't know what that means. When did I create it? It's 1950. Yeah, maybe I managed to. But I mean, one went through. Let's just leave it that way for now because of our time. Let me just check. Something went wrong when I was doing the file. I'm not sure what went wrong. I hope it's the right. It should be. It should be the right name. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't want to take too much of our time. Yeah, I will try to see if I can get there's something wrong with this one, with the sick leave. So it may have to do with either, because I remember when I was to do copy pasting, there's something wrong here. So maybe that's why the sick leave didn't go through. But I will try to do it again. I will show it to you guys later anyway. Okay, I think that has come to the end of the training. So this one I could have shown to you, but because of our time, let me just leave it for now. So this is if you want to, just remember, I added 10 hours manually. So instead of me doing it manually, I can use an HTML to do it. So I've added all this. I sent it to you guys, I think earlier before the meeting. Just have a look. Like I said, this is not really mandatory because I only did this because somebody asked me. It's not part of your testing, so don't come to me and say this is not working. You don't need to know it, but I'll only show it to you. But it's something that is good for you. That's why I'm just showing it to you. So, okay, that's come to the end of our of our training. So until we meet again on Tuesday. But does anybody have any question before we round up? Sorry that I've taken 35 minutes of your time, but I knew it's going to be like this anyway. And even I had to rush, to be honest. So does anybody have any question?
All right, can I stop the recording now?
Yeah, oh yeah, please. Yeah, you can do that.